Closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets, and they lost by 3.
Well, loss or no loss, that was a fantastic game, Clark. They could be proud of the way they battled at least.
I suppose, but Steve, it still was a really heartbreaking loss. I mean, you hate to lose in overtime. No matter how hard you played, it still leaves you very empty and disappointed when you come up short.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Spurs, Thomas in at small forward. He's out there with Parker, and it's Cooper in at the point guard position. The runner. Here's Thomas. Gordon with the defensive effort. On defense, the Spurs, their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
There's the pass to Wheeler. Back to Thomas. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Still looking for that first bucket here to start the game.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Picked off in midair. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
And Toronto has possession after the basket by San Antonio. Passes it to Bowen. Here's Dillon. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
The Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Skinner. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Strong move to the hoop. Nice power move. I like that one.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw tonight. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Dillon. And that one hits back iron. San Antonio with the ball. Inside, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Well, for Aaron Gordon, let's check out his numbers last season. 8th in rebounding, and his top 15 ranking in blocks tells you all you need to know about how difficult it was to score on him inside.
And, you know, in terms of his rebounds per game, Steve, it was really a special season for him. He was a tough, physical player on the low block.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Bowen. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got his 3rd rebound on the night. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Connects on the 17-footer. Raptors trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Now the pass to Dillon. Here's Bowen. There's the bucket. Good.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Cooper the pass to Thomas. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And the Raptors with the ball, trailing by 4. Outside Gordon. Rebounded by the Spurs.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Back to Thomas. Clock at 6. And yes, sir, that one drops. Thomas got 7 points.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
And Toronto has possession. 6-point game. He got right to the cup using that screen. 6 points for him.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Toronto. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more focused on their opponent than they are on themselves.
That is sort of the way it sounds, Steve, but still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
That's good.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
So both teams making some changes here.
Come on, give it up.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Gordon with a screen on Cooper. Shot off the screen. That drops. He has 5.
After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. I mean, they're starting to put it together.
And for San Antonio. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The dish to Thomas. 5 to shoot. And the Spurs scoring again.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Raptors trail by 11. And for Toronto. Passes it to Bowen. The shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. And for San Antonio. Dishes it to Thomas. Parker outside. Back to Thomas. Puts up a 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. 14 points for Fresh.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And for Toronto. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bowen. Shots good. Spurs leading by 12. On the court for San Antonio. Cooper kicks to Thomas. It's tipped to the middle. And it's Toronto with the rebound. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
This was a matchup they thought maybe they could exploit. Another team that struggled last year, but in this case didn't work out. They lost both matchups.
And Toronto making a change here.
Dylan.
Here's Cooper. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking out there. He was finding his teammates in great positions to score.
Now here's Parker. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And Clark, while we have a moment, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. And you look at Thomas, among the league leaders, 4th in scoring.
Well, that's why he's playing with so much confidence. I mean, he just has that belief because of what he did last year.
4 on the shot clock. Dillon. He's guarded by Cooper. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Dillon. Puts up the runner and hits. He's got 8.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Oh, we've got a moment. Last year's Spurs right now. First in opponent field goal percentage. 6th in assists. And they were in the top half of the league offensively with their point totals as well. Not bad, just kind of pedestrian. Maybe average is a better way to describe it.
And Clark, you know this. I mean, anytime you see a team #1 in the NBA in field goal percentage defense, you know they're getting after it. So this is a club that plays extremely hard. They take great pride in their defense. They have a concerted plan, a concerted effort every single night to try to stop the opposing team.
Now Payne, after the missed 3 from Thomas. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Walgren. Thomas with the block, but he stays with it. Not really his range, and it's off target.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question, and that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Teardrop shot, and he gets it to go. He has 6.
That's a nice hoop for a guy that typically doesn't score a lot.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. Fresh in their last game against the Celtics did some really solid work on the floor. He had 20 points and was really...
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Spurs out in front, up 19. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half.
Our movement off the ball has been fantastic. All you need to do is look at our field goal percentage to see that. You can't shoot the ball as well as we have without good movement, and it has been very good. I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors, so kudos for that. One thing I want to see from us offensively is to get to the basket. I want to see high quality looks in the second half and be aggressive in taking the ball inside.
All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.